Hello everyone, another week of our lives has passed, which means it's the best time to do another roundup of news that changed the world of AI in the last 7 days. After watching the video, write a comment on which of these news seemed most important to you. The Zephyr 7B Alpha is an artificial intelligence model designed to help you perform tasks. With 7 billion parameters, this model is very powerful and adaptable. The main focus of training has been on language. The performance and usefulness of Zephyr 7B Alpha has been enhanced by a training approach called Direct Preference Optimization, DPO. Some notable features of Zephyr 7B Alpha include its performance on tests, its cost-effectiveness, and its ability to learn from a combination of publicly available and generated datasets. However, it is important to be aware of its limitations, as misuse can lead to erroneous results. Qualified vendors can purchase a trained Zephyr 7B Alpha model through the Hugging Face Model Hub by using this Python code to download the model. To interact with the Zephyr 7B Alpha, use the model as appropriate. The model can be used to generate text or perform natural language processing tasks. Zephyr 7B is capable of performing a variety of functions, such as having human conversations with customers, assisting and answering their questions throughout the day, generating articles, marketing content, and product descriptions, saving time and effort in content creation. Developers can use Zephyr 7B Alpha to automatically generate code snippets and suggest solutions to coding problems. It can help programmers write code and accelerate the software development process. It can help researchers with literature reviews and data analysis. It can provide explanations, insights into topics, and summaries of research publications. Zephyr 7B Alpha's comprehension capabilities improve translation accuracy in the field of language translation. It can prove to be a tool for translation services as it effectively handles idioms and nuances. Zephyr 7B Alpha is not flawless. It can sometimes provide factually incorrect information. This requires the use of content filtering and constant monitoring of publicly available applications. In addition, there may be instances where the model provides answers because it is unable to fully understand the context of the conversation. The current version of Zephyr 7B outperforms all other open-source large language models, including the Llama 270 chat build. In summary, Zephyr 7B Alpha represents an advance in natural language processing that enables applications such as content creation and conversational artificial intelligence. While it demonstrates performance and unique learning techniques, users should be aware of limitations such as content filtering issues and ethical considerations. dall-e 1.5 is a new artificial intelligence AI model that can understand and create text based on images. This means that it has the ability to answer questions about photos and create descriptions of photos. Although dall-e 1.5 is still under development, it has already mastered many tasks, such as answering image-related questions, such as, what object is in the foreground of the picture, and how many people are in the picture, or making statements about photos such as, the black cat is sitting on the red couch, and so on. dall-e 1.5 is able to recognize specific objects in photos. For example, in this photo you can see how dall-e 1.5 correctly identified a cat even though there are many objects behind it. This demonstrates dall-e 1.5's ability to classify objects in real-world photos despite noise and distraction. Even the most advanced computer vision models struggle to perform this task accurately, but dall-e 1.5 has succeeded. However, this AI also has its shortcomings. For example, it failed to identify grapes, mistaking them for cherries. dall-e 1.5 also has problems answering visual questions. The examples in these photos show that dall-e 1.5 is still being improved and is not yet ideal for tasks that require answering visual questions. It is important to remember that answering visual questions is a difficult task for even the most advanced computer vision models. However, dall-e 1.5 is quite capable of writing JSON code using your image as an example. In this case, it used the given image and description, and the results were excellent. dall-e 1.5 was able to correctly generate JSON code that exactly matched the information we provided. This is an example of how dall-e 1.5 can generate complex and detailed JSON code from photos. This is quite an accomplishment considering how often JSON is used in a variety of applications. In summary, dall-e 1.5 is a large language model capable of understanding and generating both text and images that is still evolving. Despite minor flaws in some aspects, for the most part, dall-e 1.5 handles most of its tasks perfectly. YouTube will begin experimenting with new generative artificial intelligence features, the company announced today. As part of a premium package available to paid subscribers, YouTube users will be able to try out a new dialogue tool that uses artificial intelligence to answer questions about YouTube content and make recommendations, as well as a new feature that summarizes topics in video comments. Both features will be available through YouTube's new Experiment Center. The dialogue tool will be available in the next few weeks, while the topic summarization tool will be tested first with a small group of users who sign up for the experiment on the site. As YouTube explains, the responses from the regular tool will be generated by large language models that use information from YouTube and the web and are designed to help viewers dive deeper into the content they're watching. For example, participants will be able to ask questions about a video they're watching, or ask to see other things similar to the video through actions like recommend similar content. These conversations with the AI will be able to take place while the video is streaming, so as not to interrupt playback. YouTube says testing will continue over the next few weeks and months as the company gathers feedback on how consumers are using the new features. Today, at its first developer conference, OpenAI unveiled GPT-4 Turbo, an upgraded version of its flagship artificial intelligence model. GPT-4 Turbo, the company says, is more powerful and less expensive. GPT-4 Turbo comes in two versions, one designed for text analysis only, while the second version understands the context of both text and images. The text analysis model is available in a preview version via API starting today, and OpenAI says it plans to make both models generally available in the coming weeks. They're priced at 0.01 per 1,000 input tokens, where tokens represent bits of raw text, for example the word fantastic split into fan, taz, and tick, and 0.03 per 1,000 output tokens. The price of GPT-4 Turbo for image processing depends on the size of the image. For example, according to OpenAI, transferring a 1080x1080 image to GPT-4 Turbo will cost $0.765 GPT-4 Turbo has several improvements over GPT-4, one of which is a newer knowledge base that can be used when answering queries. Like all language models, GPT-4 Turbo is essentially a statistical word prediction tool. By obtaining a large number of examples, mostly from the internet, GPT-4 Turbo has learned how likely words are to appear based on patterns, including the semantic context of the surrounding text. GPT-4 Turbo supports a new JSON mode that ensures that the pattern corresponds to valid JSON, an open standard file format and exchange format. OpenAI says this is useful in data transmitting web applications, such as those that send data from a server to a client for displaying on a web page. Now let's take a quick look at the rest of the AI news from last week. OpenAI released many new APIs during its first day of development. dall-e 3, OpenAI's text-to-image model, is now available via API after first appearing in ChatGPT and Bing Chat. According to OpenAI, like the previous version of dall-e, this API includes built-in moderation to protect against abuse. The dall-e 3 API offers a variety of format and quality options. Elon Musk's AI startup xAI is building its own version of ChatGPT, at least according to Musk's tweets on X late Friday night, in which he teased xAI's artificial intelligence system that is quietly under development. Called Grok, the system answers questions in a conversational mode, possibly drawing on a knowledge base similar to that used to train ChatGPT and other similar text-generating systems. According to Musk, Grok uses real-time access. And finally, I'd like to say that the fact that Tim Cook, in a meeting with investors, expressed a firm intention to develop AI in its products. And that's it. I wish you all success, and it's time for me to say goodbye.